Namaskaram. Welcome to my channel, VPK Nutrition, Mind Body Healing with Pushpa. I'm Pushpa Soundarajan, registered dietitian, Ayurvedic practitioner, and yoga teacher. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the third yama, asteya, or non-stealing. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. Today we are continuing our series on yamas. We already covered ahimsa and satyam in the last two episodes. Today we'll talk about asteya or non-stealing. Let's talk about why somebody has this tendency for stealing or this non-stealing idea. It is because it comes from a place of lack or discontentment. So if you don't have something, only then you want something that somebody else has or want to take something from the other person. This can be in the form of possessions. It can be, which is the most common meaning of stealing, is stealing somebody's things. But again, most of us, that is not even a thought. But there are so many other ways this can manifest in our life. So it can be in the form of actions, it can be in the form of thoughts, or even speech. And those are the things that I'm going to highlight today. So I'm going to reflect upon 5 different points when it comes to asteya into different aspects of our life. The first one is, of course, not stealing from others is one thing, but also not using somebody else's property without their permission. So that is also considered to be somewhat of a stealing mentality. Number 2, Ayurveda talks a lot about how plants give us so much of fruits and vegetables and things like that, but we need to wait till the fruit ripens and falls before we actually take it. It's almost like the tree is giving it to us. So not really cater to our greed, but actually wait for the fruit to drop and then we take it and enjoy it. So that is a very interesting concept because really speaking, we don't even think about it as a bad thing to just pick as many fruits as we want. So that is something to remember next time you go to pick a fruit, like mangoes, because this is mango season. Number 3, stealing natural resources. Wasting water, letting it run, wasting electricity, not turning off the light switches or fan, not recycling or not making the effort to recycle things that can be recycled to protect our environment, polluting the environment. So these are some ways that as humans, we have done a lot of damage over the years. But again, our change has to start with every individual. So if you start paying attention to that and practice it in your own life, then hopefully your family, your friends, and people around you will start picking up as well. So this is something we all need to focus on. Number 4, stealing time from others. Now, how can we do that? Usually, when you have a meeting or an appointment, it's important that we are punctual and get there on time because we need to respect the other person's time who's been waiting and been on time. So when you're late for a meeting, even if it's a couple of minutes, it is still something that is a wastage for the other person. So need to remember that every time. The second way, of course, if you're in a meeting and you're always hogging the conversation, presenting your ideas and not allowing other people to express themselves, you're also stealing their ideas, stealing their need to present themselves. Again, the third way also, if you're like in a party or family gatherings with friends, try not to hog the conversation because you want to give everybody a chance to speak and not try to be the center of attention every time. Again, if you make yourself very content with yourself, you will not have that need at all. Then, of course, the fourth way, it's a very basic level. You can think of it as, for example, if you're not one of those people who's very clean around the house, you just drop clothes, or you have people in your house who do that. What is happening is they're taking the time away. Now, if you're the one who is facing that, then you know you're losing your time because you have to pick up after the other person. However, if you're the person who is doing that, remember you are taking time away from another person who has to clean up after you. So these are some important things to think about. Again, these are so subtle and nobody even thinks it's a big problem, but really speaking in the long run, it does add up. And it also goes back to what kind of a person you are, and you want to be always respectful of other people's time. Number 5, mentally you can steal thoughts, ideas, and emotions. So, for example, you might have an idea that you picked up somewhere else, but then you cannot present it as your own idea. And a lot of times with today's Google and all of this, we know there are so many people writing blogs, and sometimes you even find blogs that are word for word exactly like some other place. Plus, a lot of our ideas actually come from ancient scriptures, people we've learned from, teachers, classes, gurus, whatever the case may be, but we want to make sure we give the credit where the credit is due. And of course, our ancient scriptures has taught us so much, and people take it as their own ideas rather than giving credit to something like that. And I'm sure you have heard that. And so I've read this quote, or rather heard by Swami Chinmayananda, who said that 98% of the knowledge that we have is all acquired knowledge, and only 2% possibly maybe our own, based on our own thoughts, maybe even less. So even the stuff that I'm presenting to you, a lot of it comes from our scriptures, from yogic scriptures, the ancient scriptures of Ayurveda and all of that. But I'm just presenting it to you so you can also appreciate that knowledge. And then the second way, of course, is emotions, right? So for example, if somebody expresses that they're very happy, some wonderful thing happened to them, we want to let them have that moment and enjoy that and rejoice in that. A lot of times some people might just say, oh, I had this happen to me as well, and then they kind of try to steal the thunder. So you don't want to do that, because that also is not a very pleasant thing, and you want the other person to be just as happy and enjoy that moment. So to recap what we talked about today, I highlighted 5 different points to ponder upon. Number 1 was not stealing, not just possessions, but also not using somebody's property without the permission is considered stealing. Number 2, Ayurveda talks about how it's important to pick from plants for our need and not for our greed. Number 3, using natural resources, being conscientious, not wasting water, electricity, not polluting, and also recycling. Number 4, not wasting other people's time, being on time for meetings and appointments, and also not hogging conversations or trying to bring center of attention to you all the time. Number 5, mentally, ideas and thoughts and emotions, not stealing those, which means that you want other people to enjoy and rejoice in their own glory and just be happy for them, and also not steal people's ideas. And if you do use somebody else's ideas, make sure you give credit to them. So this is about conscious living. Now again, yoga is always about conscious living to get to your higher self. And this is why we are practicing this. All of these concepts are meant for us to become better and better within ourselves, so we can reach our true potential and make that journey inward. None of these things are meant to judge other people. So I want to make sure that everybody understands that very clearly. Thank you everyone for joining me. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please like it, subscribe, and share this video with others who might be benefited. Have a wonderful week ahead, and see you next week.